What's the relationship between selling your healthcare business and the sport of baseball? In this episode, you're going to hear about the fun fact of my love for the sport of baseball. But if you're here, you're watching, you're listening, you don't necessarily care about my preferences. What you care about is what's in it for you, right? So, what's the connection between baseball and selling your physical therapy practice or your healthcare business? So, in baseball, if you're batting, you can get a strike three called on you by an umpire, even if it's a bad pitch. It happens, right? And it sucks. It's unfortunate, but it's not on your terms. And I'm an infielder. I played infield my whole life playing baseball. So in baseball, if you're playing the infield and the batter hits you a hard ground ball, it's right at you. The ball could hit a rock or a divot or something in the infield, and the ball could bounce off your glove. It could bounce over your head. Again, it wasn't on your terms, and it's just something that just happens. I still love the sport of baseball, but these are just some of the things that make it sometimes a challenge to play or watch, right? The sport of baseball. So if you're considering a succession plan or an exit strategy of your healthcare business, of your physical therapy practice, any and all of that is on your terms, and it should be on your terms, right? Now, what do I mean by that? You can dictate a lot. You can dictate how much you're looking to continue to work in your practice. Some buyers will want you to stay and work. Others, like us at the Fieldmaker Group, we're very flexible in regards to what that particular practice owner or business owner is looking to do afterwards. So we have one practice owner that we're speaking with, and that individual only works 1 day a week. He continues to treat patients, but only 1 day a week. And that individual said to us, hey, I have two non-negotiables. And one of those is that he doesn't want to have to work 35 to 40 hours per week. That was what another big corporate group had said to him about potentially selling. So among other reasons, that was one big reason why he did not go and sell to that particular corporate group. So with what we're doing, we can be a little bit more adaptable, a little bit more flexible. And since I'm a physical therapist and I have a lot of other physical therapists that might be interested in stepping into those types of roles once we acquire a practice, we can offer better terms and things that are on the owner's terms of what they want in regards to finding if it makes sense to acquire their practice, merge practices. Those are some of the things that you want to think about if you're a practice owner. If you're thinking about what's an exit strategy, what's a succession plan, what would that look like? I'm here to tell you that if you have a practice or a healthcare business, you should write all this down, and you should lead by saying, here's my terms. Here's the things I would want. Here's what I wanted to do. I want to help with the transition from my practice to selling to your entity, for example. I'm looking to maybe stay around for 1 month or 3 months during the transition, and then I'm looking to completely get out of it. You could say that you're looking to, we have another practice owner that it says he's looking to sell to potentially us, continue treating patients on his terms. He says he can treat for another 5 years if he wants to, or he feels he has the physical ability to do so. In between, he'll want to probably travel and do other things, as he'll have more time on his hands probably. But that individual says that they're okay and open to continuing to treat. They love treating patients, and they're looking to do so for another 5 more years. And we say, hey, great, sounds great. So if you are listening to this, if you're watching this, if you are a practice owner, you're a business owner in the world of healthcare, you should really think about what would be a great solution, a great outcome for you. Of course, we know it all comes down to the purchase price and the terms, how much of that purchase price might be paid to you at the closing date. Maybe there's a consideration, a small percentage, maybe half, 50% or it could be a large percentage as an earnout. And that all depends on how well your business is. It depends on many, many factors. It also depends on how well your practice has been doing financially over the last 3 to 4 years, even before COVID. But anyway, you should really reflect and take some time to write out what would be things on your terms. We like to say to practice owners when they first reach out to us about potentially selling, even if they're just thinking about it, we invite them to, and we remind them that, hey, really, like, you're in the driver's seat. Mr. and Mrs. Practice Owner, physical therapy business owner, you're in the driver's seat, meaning you are the one that is making the big decision, and also who you're looking to sell to and how fast, like in the next 1 to 2 months, or some owners say they're thinking about it in the next 6 to 12 months. So everyone has a different speed and a different timeline. Some owners speak to us and they're like really early in the process, and they're just kind of seeing what the value would be or the multiple would be, the multiple of EBITDA right now. But they really have no intention of selling in the next couple of years, and that's totally fine too. But writing out your terms, how can you dictate the most and the best on your terms to make it as smooth as possible, whether it's the transition being smooth, or just for you to be able to get what you're worth and get what the practice or the business is worth. So in terms of baseball, right? So like I've played baseball my whole life, played in high school, played in college. Just a little fun fact about me. And also I still play here in Brooklyn with the Brooklyn Ramblers. We play once a week. And I love the sport of baseball, but sometimes with baseball and even other sports, sometimes as a player or, anyone that's on the team, things happen in a game, things happen in baseball, and it's out of your control. Like years ago, there was a pitcher for the Detroit Tigers. I can't recall his name. He was pitching a perfect game, and he had one more out to record, and he would have had a perfect game. And there was a blown call at first base. I think the umpire was Jim Joyce, but I can't even recall the pitcher's name. Anyway, so it should have been an out. It was like a little dribbler ground ball. It should have been an out, and the umpire called safe. And once this was also before instant replay and video review and all that, several years ago. And once that umpire called safe, that the batter and the runner reached first and was declared either a single or an error, whatever. But the runner got to first base, so it blew the perfect game. It was still a no-hitter, I believe, but it was no longer a perfect game. Perfect game is like very, very rare, where no one reaches first base the entire game of a 9-inning Major League Baseball game. Anyway, so things like that happen in the world of sports. It also sometimes happens in the world of business and the world of healthcare, right? But the one thing that if you're a practice owner and you're checking this out, you should definitely write out things that you want to, potentially see installed in this whole potential transaction and this whole process. It really is a process. How long are you looking to potentially stay? Are you looking to continue to treat patients or have some foot in the business? We have another practice owner we're speaking with, and he has not treated patients in 5 or 6 years because of medical issues, but he likes to pop in and just kind of walk into the offices that this individual owns. And he likes to kind of just see old patients that he might have treated years ago, or speaking with the team members, the physical therapist, the front desk staff. He's not treating anyone, but he kind of likes to pop in and just walk in whenever he wants, which as an owner is great. That's what he wants to do. So he's interested in, hey, can he still do that? So of course, like we're open to those types of things. Some other corporate might not be interested or open to some of these things. But this is the difference of us versus the other corporates that are out there. We are a dynamic group here at the Fieldmaker Group, and we like to be, like I said, accessible and adaptable. And so we are a little more open to an owner dictating more of their terms. And that was just the whole point of this video, talking about your terms as the practice owner and kind of weaving in my love for baseball. So that's it for now. But if you are interested in more, go ahead and check out more videos, rate, review, comment below. If you are on YouTube, hit the notification bell, subscribe to it. You have to be logged into a YouTube account in order for you to be able to subscribe to this channel, The Dave Kittle Show, so that you'll get notified of future videos like this that'll probably help you out and help you with negotiating the best possible price and terms. And we're doing this to help practice owners get more information and more value for their practice. And whether they sell to us or someone else, hey, we could potentially help you out with a lot of this free content. And in doing so, we're doing some content marketing to just get our name out there and get a little bit more out there on the internet in terms of what we're doing, our style, our approach, and check on the channel. We're going to have a lot more rolling out in terms of interviews. We're going to be speaking with practice owners. We're going to be interviewing. We already have some interviews recorded where we spoke to physical therapy practice owners in several different states on how they sold their practice in the past couple of years. And they tell us everything. They tell us everything other than the purchase price. But one owner even told us he got 80% of the purchase price down at the date of closing, and then a 20% earnout that was, earned out over a certain amount of time. We have practice owners talking about what their emotional process. Was it easy? Was it challenging? All of that. And those owners, once those episodes are published, you'll know those owners' names. You can Google them. You can reach out to them. They said, hey, contact me or contact them anytime. So we are trying to put out a ton of value and resources to practice owners just like you to get in front of you, to get your attention and let you guys know that, hey, us here, Dave Kittle and the Fieldmaker Group, maybe we might be another potential team for you guys to reach out to in terms of having a succession plan, an exit strategy, and looking to potentially sell to a different group. So that's it for now. This is the Dave Kittle Show, and I am Dave Kittle, and I am the practice owner here at Concierge Pain Relief Home Physical Therapy in New York City, and also the CEO of the Fieldmaker Group. Go ahead and check it out online. You can reach out to me on LinkedIn. You can type in Dave Kittle on LinkedIn. You should be able to connect with me there. You can find me on Google. We have a bunch of content all over the internet. And that's it for now. And we'll see you next time. Bye. Hey, it's Dave Kittle. Are you a healthcare business owner or physical therapy practice owner who is looking to figure out your succession plan or exit strategy? We might be able to help. And in fact, we may be interested in acquiring your practice. If you're interested, you can reach out to me. Shoot me an email at dave@conciergepainrelief.com. That's DAVE at CONCIERGE painrelief.com. Or you can call me at any time, 646-781-8884.